Hello everyone. Today I want to create a video that basically implement a function that takes in an array of integers, then returning new arrays that basically ensure that every element inside the array are unique elements. So it's a write a function unique that takes an array as input and return a new array with unique integers. So basically we want to go through the array. If there is a repetition of any integers within the array, we just return only one of the integers. So, and on line 6 here, we have an example of an array that has 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 6, 5, 90, 9, 5. And what we should then expect is, since we have 2 repeating itself here, we just need to grab only one of the 2, and we also have 5 repeated in the input array, and we just need to return one of the 5, and every other element that are unique, we just include them in our return array. So first we need to understand that, okay, our inputs for this function, input is array, and we are also expected to return an array. So input is an array and output is also an array. So the difference between the input array and the output array is that this output array has a unique element. Okay, so what's going to be my approach? Let's just write, we'll call the function unique. So function unique, it takes in an array. So just call it array. It takes an array, and this unique function is going to return a new array, right? So what's going to be the approach? So my approach is to create a kind of a cache, a kind of a JavaScript object to store each of the elements of the array. And the reason I'm taking this approach is because a JavaScript object always have unique properties. So the object I'll be creating to store each of the elements inside the array is going to have the elements inside the array as keys, and the frequency, that's the number of times they appear inside the array, as the values. So that is going to be my approach. So at the end of the day, I do want to return the properties inside this JavaScript object. Since these properties represent the numbers inside the array, I'm returning those numbers as an array. So I'll be using the object.keys method to actually return only the properties inside my JavaScript object. So let's just comment that out. I'm going to create a cache to store the integers of the array, and then return the keys from the cache. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the cache. So I'll just call it a cache, and we initialize it to an empty object. We then want to loop through the array and then store each of the integers in the array as the key, and the number of the occurrence as the value of each of those keys. So here I'll be using the ESS map. So that will be array.map, and now I want to grab each of the integers. I will just call them nums, and what I basically want to do is check if that number it's already inside of the cache. If it is already in there, I just want to increment the number of times. That's the value of that num. I just want to increment that by 1. If it's not there already, then I want to initialize that num as a property inside the cache. So I'll use a ternary operator here. I'll say cache to find out if the num is already there. If that returns true, I then want to increment the value of num. If it does not exist yet, then I then want to initialize it by saying cache num. I then want to initialize it to 1. And when that has been done, what I do want to return, like we said before, I do want to return the keys inside it. I will use the object .keys passing in a cache to grab every single properties inside the cache. So this should do the trick. So let's try this out. Let's console log unique passing in my array. So like I said before, this should give us 2, 3, 1, 6, 5, 90. So I'll use my integrated terminal here to run that, and that will be node unique. So here is the return from our function 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 9, 0, which are all unique integers. So we now have a sorted and unique integers in our array. So the only difference between the example we gave before is that they were not sorted, so what we have from our function is completely sorted. So thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.